Interested in buying a new knife or EDC gear? Click the first link in the description down below. Thanks! What is going on YouTube? But Great Blades here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Damn Designs Oni XL. Let's start with some measurements here. So overall size here, looking at 7¼ maybe 7.3 inches overall. About a 3-inch blade with, honestly, well, a little bit over a 3-inch blade, 3.1 with a 3-inch cutting edge, we'll say. So not too bad in terms of ratios there. Do a measurement on the blade stock thickness here. So blade stock thickness looking at about 120 thousandths or so. And then we'll do the weight. So weight on the Oni XL can be about 4.85 ounces, so a little bit on the heavier side for a smaller-ish knife. But let's do a size comparison here with the Demco 80-20.5. This one has original goat scales on it. I will link them down below. And then also the QSP Penguin. Alright, so if we look at size, we are at a little bit of an angle here, but honestly they're all pretty close to the same size actually. It's a little bit bigger than the Penguin, and maybe, actually, yeah, I mean bigger than the Penguin, and I think maybe just a fraction, you know, of an inch bigger than the 20.5 actually. But let's do a comparison on thickness and carry profile here. So compared to the 20.5, well, it's going to be kind of difficult to do, but in terms of thickness here, the 20.5 is thicker, and then compared to the the QSP Penguin, the Oni is going to be on the thicker side there. Carry profile, I mean, compared to the QSP Penguin here, it is going to be quite a bit bigger in your pocket, I would say, at the tallest point here. And then compared to the 20.5, I think it is also going to be, well, let's see. Yeah, that's also going to be bigger in your pocket. So, I mean, it's going to be a little bit more, it's going to take up a little bit more space in your pocket, just kind of because of the shape and the way that the blade pops out here. And then you also have the front flipper tab here, which pokes out a little bit. But it's truthfully not that bad. I mean, I was still able, I always carry my pocket knives in my front pocket, usually in the same pocket as my phone, actually. And I didn't have any issues with it. It really wasn't that bad. But yeah, so this one is Damn Designs. This one's the XL version of the Oni, because there is also a much smaller, like almost a micro size one. That's just the regular Oni. And then there is also another version in G10 and 14C28N for a little bit less, if you want more of the sort of budget price on that one. But this one is titanium and S35. Yeah, S35. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. S35 VN on the blade steel there. Yeah, so this runs on bearings. It is a frame lock. There is no flipper tab. It is just a hole opener or a front or like top flipper. I usually just reverse flick it. That feels the most comfortable to me, but you can flick it forward, reverse, and then there is the top flipper. I'm never very good at these. This one's a little bit on the better side, but let's see if I can get it. My thumb was on the, or my finger was on the lock bar there. Hold on. There you go. So you can also front flip it. You could probably top flip it too, but impossible for me, but I'm sure you could. It's really sort of almost like banana shaped, I guess, on the handle here. There's no like definite like place your fingers here, but it does have a nice curve to it, and then there's like a spot on the back there for your pinky if you needed to. There is a small choil up here. I would say that is more a sharpening choil than a finger choil, but I can get my finger there, and it feels okay. I probably wouldn't do it though, truthfully, but it's there, I guess, if you really so chose to. The hardware on this one is all anodized this sort of blue-green color, which normally isn't really my color, but I think on this one it looks pretty good. It's a nice contrast to the all-gray color scheme we have going on here. The backspacer is also anodized that same sort of blue-green color, which is nice. Let's see, there is some weight reduction milled out on the inside here. There are some pockets milled out, so it is a little bit lighter than it if they did not do that. So I guess it's not too bad. The it's a harpoon tanto, I would call it, compound. There is a couple different swedges on here, but it is all just a flat grind on the edge here. But it cuts, it slices pretty well, and it is a little bit thicker out towards the tip there to give it a little bit more strength, which is appreciated. I do like this sort of harpoon tanto shape that he's got going on here. Typically, I'm more a fan of like Japanese tanto shapes, which are a little bit more rounded on the tip and the belly, but the Americanized tanto is also pretty good. They're just good for different use cases, but they'll both slice. There is that jimping on the top there, which is from the top or the front flipper actually, so it's kind of nice that it's a 2-in-1 here, but it does tuck into the blade or the handle here, and then it also acts as your jimping. It is definitely meaningful. It definitely is grippy, which is great. Access to the lock bar is pretty good too. I mean, you know, it's nothing, you know, crazy to, you know, have to get your thumb in there and just kind of push it over, but some knives you'd be surprised have really, really bad access to the lock bar. But it is a frame lock, and this is made in China. I'm not sure who his OEM is, or if he has his own. I can't recall. I don't want to say, but I'll double check and see if I can find anything out. I'll put it up here on the screen if I do. But yeah, honestly, this is a really good knife, and for a pretty solid price. I mean, this particular version, the titanium version, is $160 thereabouts, which is not bad. And then the G10 version with the 14C28N steel for the blade is like $60. So it's really not that bad. And I think the smaller Oni is cheaper than that as well. I think that one's only G10 though, I want to say. But it also does come in different colors. I think there's like a blue titanium version as well. But I kind of liked the all stone wash one with the accent, with the pop of color, with the this sort of blue-green, almost turquoise hardware. Yeah, it's a pretty solid knife. I mean, there's not really a whole lot crazy going on with it. It's titanium frame lock. It's made by Damn Designs. He usually does pretty good stuff. He also does collab occasionally with, some different companies. Kaiser as one that I know immediately off the top of my head. But pretty solid. Action's good. It's slicey, multiple deployment methods, so, you can reverse flick and all of that. So it is fidgety, if that's something that you like with your knives. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. There is a lanyard spot. If you want to do that, I guess you could. There's also, I guess, could you? I think maybe you can. I haven't tried it. I think maybe you probably could, though, reverse carry it. So if you wanted to mount it lefty, I think you could. I haven't tried it though, so I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like you can. The clip is, fine. I think it's just a steel clip on this one. Retention's okay. It goes in and out of the pocket just fine. I didn't have any issues with it. It's not textured on the titanium, so there's nothing to really snag your pants on either, which is nice. And then, like, ergonomically speaking, I mean, you really don't feel that clip, maybe like a teeny tiny bit, but not enough to matter to me personally anyways. It's not going to bother me. But yeah, I guess you can carry it probably lefty, but it is only tip up carry. If that's something that bothers you, personally for me, rarely does the tip up, tip down matter that much for me. It's whatever. It's fine. Yeah. I don't think I have too much more else to say about this. I mean, it's a solid knife. It's a pretty decent price. I know sometimes he does sales on his website as well, so sometimes you can get them for even a little bit cheaper. Yeah, I think that's going to be pretty much it. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'll be posting more content here as we go. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about the Damn Designs Oni? This one is the XL variant. Like I said, there is also that smaller one. What do you think about it? Have you owned any other Damn Designs knives? Just let me know what you guys think. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.